Thank you. Since the dawn of time, an ancient war has been waged, yet most of you do not even know what's happening. It is the war between man and birds. They envy our thumbs and amazing fashion sense. We envy their ability for flight and extemporaneous defecation. From Icarus to the Wright brothers, many battles have been fought, yet no one even seems to know what's happening. This is serious, you should Google it. This is the story of my own personal battle with the foul-winged creatures. Imagine, if you will, a lovely spring morning. I'm walking out to my car to the cackles and cracks of the big black birds, the ones that kind of sound like robots. Then I determine they have left their mark all over my car. A clear sign to me that they are here and here to stay. Or so they think. I discovered they'd set up residence in the Bradford pear tree in my front yard. After a little bit of recon work, I attacked them with a water hose and sprayer. As I started blasting their nests away, the birds flew to nearby trees and rooftops and basically laughed at me. I soon discovered why. Those little bastards are engineers. They had those nests strung in the trees with string and twine. Mere water was not going to do the trick. I needed a new strategy. Something better. Failure was not an option. So this story is similar to a life in sales. You know, you go to classes, you learn some techniques, you think you're ready. You sit down with your weapons, your script, your phone, your prospect list. You're ready for battle. Nah, you know you're ready. You make a few calls and get a few appointments. Your foot's in the door. You're happy. You're successful. Yes. You go to a few meetings and everything sounds okay. You know that you feel good about it. You know, you're thinking, oh, God, this is easy. I'm going to do this all the time. I'm going to be golfing twice a week while all you suckers are working your asses off. And then it hits you. You get shit on. Well, we liked you, but we really wanted to go with the other guy. We like your proposal, but we're happy where we are. You start to feel really discouraged. So my second attack against the birds was to use a store-bought mix of oils and spices that worked to get rid of the cat that was crapping in my yard. My thought process was this: it works on cats. Cats eat birds. It should work on birds. So I developed a delivery apparatus out of a long pole, a baby food jar, and some duct tape. I slid the pole up in the tree and sprinkled it in their nests. Alas, it did not work. Actually, they liked the smell and more birds came, and the car tagging continued. So you're kind of bummed out. You're feeling, God, what am I doing here? Maybe I should just go back to school. You know, then a few beers later, you realize you can do this. No, by God, you must do this. You suck it up. Man up. You start learning new techniques. Get a little bit better. Get a mentor. You know, you make a few sales. Things are doing okay. The clouds start to part. So I spent $34.95 on a large saw attached to an 18-foot pole. This shit ends now. I started with the lowest nest first, started working my way up. The whole time, the birds are across the street in the tree squawking at me. I pay no attention. I am focused. I started jerking and hacking and pulling those nests down. Soon, my yard was littered with branches and nests and string. When I finally got them all down, I stood there, saw in hand, and shouted, "You want some? Come get some! King Kong's got nothing on me!" My wife and neighbors were not amused. But it worked. The birds are gone. They're still in the neighborhood, but they're not in my tree. So you've done well. You have a system that kind of works. You're thinking, wow, this is pretty good. I've made some sales. I've developed a good book of business here. You know, I'm doing okay. You start thinking about when you first started and, you know, how easy you thought it was to be, how dead wrong you were, how much you'd like to really go back and slap that silly bastard silly. So my lesson to you is this. When you start to feel discouraged, when you start to feel down, just think about determination. Determination is what pushes us where we need to go. Sure, it was the education and the techniques and the mentors and everything that really helped out. But without determination, none of that would have been possible. So when you guys get down at your job, when you start feeling bad about things, just remember those stinking birds, because that's how they want you to be, and we cannot let them win. Thank you.